What's good, y'all? Let's talk about the little things. So I started high school at this really small, strange private school and then transferred to a public school. Everything felt weird. It was way bigger. There was way more people and I didn't know anybody. Now, school was kind of weird for me. I was always a little bit of a loner. I spent a lot of time just kind of walking around, daydreaming at lunch, and that didn't really seem like the kind of thing that you should do at high school. I needed a little squad. I needed a crew to fit in with. The only thing I had going for me was like the ultimate cheat code, which was skate shoes. Back then, you only wore skate shoes if you skated. The days of the X Games, Street League, and now skateboarding coming into the Olympics were far, far away. So these two skaters, Sean and Brandon, noticed my shoes and noticed that I was just kind of wandering around alone and invited me to eat lunch with them. They were seniors, they were way older than I was. I thought they were super cool and they brought me in. And even then, around other skateboarders, I was still a little intimidated. And even though they accepted me, I never quite felt like I belonged. So one day I bumped into this dude Mike in the quad, and I don't even remember how we started talking. Probably something revolving around skate shoes, and he asked where I ate lunch. Now, at the time, I just kind of got kicked out of my lunch spot with Sean and Brandon. So Sean was always messing with me in good fun, and one day he was gleeking on me, you know, that little spit thing that people used to do. I never knew how to do it. I never figured it out. I asked him so many times not to do that. Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. And then I finally got fed up and I just hawked the biggest loogie on him, just like all over his sweatshirt. It was gnarly, it was so gross, and he was pissed. And basically from then on, I was kind of blackballed from that lunch area. So Mike was like, dude, you should come eat lunch with our squad. We got a little table in the back of the cafeteria and slide through. It's all good. So I didn't know any of his friends, but I had the invitation and I figured it'd be better than eating lunch alone. So the next day I went to go make my way to the lunch table. I kind of peeked in, make sure Mike was there before I went in, and I cruised in and sat down, and that table changed my life. It was one of those things that just instantly clicked. These were my people, and the next 4 years of my life and beyond were spent exclusively with people who interacted with our little lunch table ecosystem. That table was safety, that table was friendship, that table was belonging, that table was power. That table helped me feel more like myself. It gave me a space where I could be 100% me and be accepted. Mike, I've never talked to you about this, but I always remember that day that you invited me to come to the table. That one small act of kindness created memories and lifelong friendships that are irreplaceable and completely woven in to the fabric of who I am and who I would become. That moment really changed everything for me. That table was everything for me. That small act of kindness was everything. So many of us who are trying to make a difference are focused on the idea of scale, a bigger platform, more followers, more leverage, as if once we reach some certain threshold, we'll have some special superpower and all of the things that we're doing will suddenly become real. But what we often fail to realize is we already have the power to positively affect others. Just one interaction, person to person, can help shape someone's day, give a boost to someone's week, or even change someone's life forever. And that's about as real as it gets. Don't take those small acts of kindness for granted. All right, stay dialed, y'all. Peace. Okay.